Senator, before you ran for vice president, you supported drilling off the Virginia coast. You supported restrictions on late-term abortions. You supported a whole lot of things that in fact, you supported the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And then, isn't it true that when you joined the Hillary Clinton campaign, after Hillary told you to change your positions, you changed all those positions and others? In 2008, Senator, you appeared on the Charlie Rose Show, and you said it was a moral imperative that there be restrictions on late-term abortions, those abortions occurring right up through the 9th month.
And that position has not changed.
And then, this is my time, in January of this year, you voted against the pain-capable bill. You opposed even restrictions on abortion, even up to the moment of birth. You won't even impose restrictions up to the moment of birth in the 9th month of the pregnancy, when just 10 years ago, in 2008, you told Charlie Rose that you supported those restrictions. Haven't you effectively abandoned your morals when you did so? I've disavowed those people. But why have you not yet disavowed Leslie Coburn, an open anti-Semite, somebody who claims that somehow Jewish people in this country have taken over the foreign policy establishment in the United States? Somebody who actually congratulated Saddam Hussein for attacking Israel with Scud missiles. Why have you not disavowed yourself from her? I've disavowed myself from everybody who's been identified as an anti-Semite or a bigot or a racist. But the press has not held you accountable, and nobody's held you accountable. You still have not disavowed yourself from this double standard. And you know what it is? Every time you find a conservative, anybody who supports President Trump, anytime you find somebody who wants to protect our monuments, anytime you find somebody who wants to remove dangerous criminal illegal aliens, you call them a racist.
That's absolutely
And people,
wrong.
I'm not done. And people are tired of it, and they're sick of it, and frankly, that is why President Trump defeated you and Hillary.
Can I just, Judy?
Yes. Senator Kaine.
The fact of the matter is, he says one thing and does another. He says that he wants a greater oil and gas production, but he votes against every attempt to do so. It was only under President Trump that we are now have become the largest producer of oil and gas resources. It's critical to our economy. It's critical to national security. If you truly believe, and now you keep doing this, he says that he's for these things, but then he votes against them. Just like when he said he's for the military. He said he's for the 355-ship Navy, votes against it. Said he's for the military, but voted against the pay increase for our military servicemen and servicewomen. He says he's for the military, but votes against their housing allowance. He says one thing, but does another. He's accomplished nothing in 6 years of this U.S. Senate, not a single major accomplishment in the entire time that he's represented Virginia in the U.S. Senate.
Mr. Stewart.
He won't stand up for you folks. He's too weak. You know, what's really disgusting, though, is that in 2005, when he was campaigning for governor, he went down to Southwest Virginia. And he told the people in Southwest Virginia, good people, he said he was going to support them. And then when he gets into office as governor and then as U.S. Senator, what does he do? He votes against their interests. He goes right along with Chuck Schumer and President Obama when they absolutely inundated the coal industry with all of these unnecessary regulations. Regulations which shut down the coal industry. Regulations that put so many families out of work. Regulations that caused so many people to leave Southwest Virginia, Senator. And that's all because of you. That's all because of you and Chuck Schumer and President Obama and everybody else who you take orders from among the Washington elites. You betrayed the very people from whom you asked their support. And now we have a President of the United States who has promised to do something about it. And he has, by relieving these unnecessary regulations in the coal industry. And what we have seen is a an increase in the price of metallurgical coal. And I was just down in Tazewell County where the business is booming. Once again, jobs are coming back. Hope is coming back to Southwest Virginia and to the coal industry because we have a president who's really willing to keep his promises and stand up for the people who are hurting instead of taking orders from Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. You also betrayed the people in Danville. You said you were going to support the textile industry. Then you agreed with all these international trade agreements that hurt them. And then you lectured them, just like you're lecturing the people of Southwest Virginia on coal. He's too weak. He's too liberal, and he's gotten nothing done. Not only in the United States Senate, But as governor, he accomplished nothing.